Hey guys, now we are going to compare ionic and covalent bonds together. So you've learned what an ionic bond is between a metal and a nonmetal. You've learned what a covalent bond is between two nonmetals. You've learned that covalent bonds share their electrons and ionic bonds transfer their electrons. So the big thing to remember is ionic bonds have a metal in them. Ionic bonds are going to have something from this part of the periodic table. You know that metals have certain properties. So let's look at ionic bonds are going to have all the properties of metals. So let's think about what properties of metals are. They are good conductors of electricity. They are easily dissolvable in water. They are metals with nonmetals. Let's see. They are transferring their electrons. And they can be NaCl as an example. Because look, we've got sodium and chlorine. Sodium is your metal, chlorine is your nonmetal. That makes it ionic. It's got a metal in it. All right, now let's look at covalent. Covalent are the opposite of ionic. They are not good conductors. They are poor conductors. They don't easily dissolve, but some of them do. They don't transfer their electrons, but they share their electrons. This is a metal with a nonmetal. Covalent bonds are two nonmetals. And some examples, we've got carbon and oxygen. If we look up here, carbon and oxygen, two nonmetals, that would be covalent. And then we also see carbon and hydrogen, nonmetal, still a nonmetal, even though it's over here. Hydrogen is a gas, you can't breathe in metals. So carbon and hydrogen is also covalent. Now let's look at Mg and O. Mg is your metal, O is your nonmetal. Metal with nonmetal is going to be ionic. All right, and then we have one last thing that goes in the middle. Any bond is created when two elements join together. So now it says use the research tool to add a picture of an ionic compound and a picture of a covalent compound and write a summary. So what I want you to do here is I want you to summarize what you put here and here. So ionic bonds, and then write what you think. Covalent bonds, and then write what you think. And then you're going to insert a picture of an ionic covalent bond. Okay? If you can't find the picture, that is fine. Just be sure you really have this summary. Okay?